Hey, and thank you so much for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day video. Let's get right into it. I've just grown a ton of wheatgrass, and so I need to harvest it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is make a wheatgrass shot.
Come on, let me get jalapeno, jalapeno.
Next up, I'm going to make a juice with some more wheatgrass, some apples, lemon, ginger, cucumber, celery, as well as parsley. I love to start my day off with a green juice whenever I can because I really feel it gives me a lot of nutrients and keeps me super hydrated. Now to save time, I do all my prep in the morning, so I'm just prepping now a smoothie that I'll have kind of a little bit later.
Come on, make it hot, 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 hot. Give me a taste. Let me take a bite. I can feel the spice. Jalapeno, jalapeno. Tip of my tongue. Yeah, it's what I like.
I could pretty much have a green juice and a smoothie for breakfast every single day, and most of the time I do. Now I want to share with you what I'm supplementing with in addition to eating a whole food plant-based diet. I think you can get so many nutrients eating this way. Because I'm in this postnatal phase, I'm exclusively breastfeeding. I always want to make sure that I'm covering the bases, not only for myself, but also for my baby. I've talked about this before, but I think it's important to note that your body goes through a lot of depletion after giving birth. And a great book that talks all about this is this postnatal depletion cure. Now with Eli, I really had never done any research on the subject. I didn't even know that you could be depleted after you gave birth. However, it's such a real thing. And even if you are a mother of a newborn, a toddler, or even just a young child or children in general, you need a lot of support in a lot of different ways. So if that's you, read that book. It's really, really insightful, and I think that you'll get a lot out of it. And postpartum is really a weird, unique physiological stage that requires its own set of nutrient intakes that are different from before or even during pregnancy. I am using these Ritual postnatal vitamins. I really think that this vitamin cues into that, and it provides a lot of support that you need in the postnatal period. I used a prenatal in pregnancy. I used a prenatal all the way up through the first 5 months after giving birth. And now that Naya is 6 months old, I've switched over to using this postnatal vitamin, which I think is really cool. And even if you're not pregnant, planning on getting pregnant, if you're not in the postnatal stage, if you're a man, Ritual has vitamins literally for everybody. And I really enjoy these vitamins. And another thing that I enjoy about these vitamins is there's this little kind of thing here. It smells super minty, and when you consume the vitamins, you don't get that super like gaggy feeling that you get from some vitamins. It's very minty and refreshing and goes down smooth. So I really like that. If you're pregnant and you're dealing with any nausea, or if you're just someone who can't swallow pills, to me that's a big plus as well. So if Ritual sounds like something you might want to try out, I have special news for you. Ritual contacted me, and they're actually partnering with me on this video to give you 10% off of your first 3 months when you use the code Michele. So if you want to take advantage of that discount and learn more about Ritual, I will leave a link down in the description below for you guys to check that out. For lunch, I'm making some veggie nori rolls, and I really have been enjoying this recipe lately. If you have some oil-free hummus on hand, then this is really easy to make when you're running short on time. I'm just grating up some vegetables like carrot and cabbage, slicing up some cucumber, some green onion. Really, you can use any vegetables that you enjoy. They do just trying to score like it's fever. She lives a double life. I'm using a quarter of an avocado, and I'm slicing that thinly. You'll never know. She's a Mona Lisa. So taking a nori sheet, I'm just spreading a little bit of hummus on it, and I'm adding my veggies. So like I said before, I put carrot and cucumber, red cabbage, green onion, a little bit of avocado. I also had some broccoli sprouts in there. Beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. Let me paint a picture. And this is totally optional, but I sprinkled nutritional yeast and a little bit of lemon juice on the inside. She brushing against my hands. Seen you from around the way. You didn't give me the time of day. You be making moves that who really care what Simon say. Now you can make these thick or you can make them thinner. I feel like they're easier to cut when they're a little bit thinner, but just make sure you have a nice sharp knife. A couple of the rolls I ended up putting romaine lettuce in as well, and so you can really get a ton of veggies in, and I dipped these in a hot sauce. These are great to be able to take on the go or have at home. Everyone's lining up to see you. There must be something about the features. You'll find the beauty goes much deeper. So along with my sushi, I am having some green tea, which has amazing benefits to it and definitely something that I'm trying to incorporate having every single day. And then I've got my whole plate of all of my veggie nori rolls. And these are great because it's kind of like a sandwich, but you're also getting the benefits of sea vegetables in there. And you could put whatever veggies you have. And as you saw, I only used about 1/4 of an avocado. And so it's very low fat. You could have avocado, you could not have avocado, you could do whatever veggies you want, but the hummus really gives it a nice flavor. Let's pick this one so you can see what it looks like. And yeah, there we go. Bon appetit. I want to just give you an update of where I am because yes, I'm sharing so many what I eat in a day videos for weight loss. And did I actually lose weight? You're probably wondering. And the answer is yes, I am down 35 pounds since I gave birth. I'm feeling so much better, and I attribute the majority of that to just eating clean. Now, of course, there's been some times in the last 6 months when I've made cookies. I think I made a cake for my parents. It's not like I ate the whole cake, but I did have cake and I did have some cookies. Probably I made chocolate chip cookies about 3 times in that 6 months. I think when you get to a point where you're like, I need some cookies, have the cookies and then move on with your life. And then also there was about a month time after I'd lost about 20 pounds where I just stayed at the same weight for literally a month, nothing changed. So be encouraged if you're kind of in this plateau. Know that if you just keep staying consistent and doing the right thing, feeding your body with the foods it wants, eventually it's gonna pick back up and you're going to be able to get on the other side of that plateau and start losing again. And I'm in that phase of starting to lose again, and I'm really happy about it. I've got about 15 more pounds to go before I get to a place where I feel comfortable, but some wonderful things that I'm really happy about are that my jeans fit. I can wear my old jeans again, you know, without feeling like I need to hold my breath all day or lay down on the bed to like zip them up. They fit normally, and I'm super happy about that. So staying consistent with eating foods that are low in calorie density. And for me, that's eating a ton of vegetables and fruits. That's when I feel the most hydrated and the most just lively. Now I can kind of see like the shadow of the body that used to be there. I'm still pretty flabby. So my goals are to reduce the cellulite as well as gain the muscle and just get to a place where I feel really, really good.
Baby, you could keep me.
All right, let's start off dinner. I'm going to make a loaded nacho salad, so I'm just preheating the oven here to make my chips a little bit later on. Now I'm making a queso dip with some raw cashews as well as cumin, smoked paprika, nutritional yeast, salt, and garlic salt.
But my issues are nauseating. I don't wanna bring.
I'm using 1 cup of water and I'm blending this in the Vitamix until it's nice and steamy and creamy.
Feel love for the first time. I just wanna love something about me. See something to open my eyes. Don't wanna be the only one with a house key. Have something I'm proud of. I wish we were living in my dreams.
This whole recipe can be found in my brand new cookbook, Eating Whole, and now I'm gonna make oil-free corn tortilla chips. I do this by just using regular corn tortillas and cutting them into chip shapes, and then I'm going to bake them on a parchment paper lined baking sheet for about 10 to 15 minutes. The key to make these tasty is a little bit of lime juice on top and some sea salt.
Baby, you could keep me happy.
While those are baking, I'm chopping up my veggies. I'm using, again, shredded cabbage and carrot, as well as a lot of cilantro, a big variety of greens, tomato, really anything you have on hand that would sound good to you in having it in nachos.
But my life is so complicated. I don't wanna bring you down. I just wanna be free from the freak. Feel love for the first time. I just wanna love.
Once the chips are ready, you just take them out of the oven, and I'm gonna set these aside while I assemble my bowl.
Be the only one with a house key. Have something I'm proud of. I wish we were living in my dreams, 'cause in another world.
I'm starting out with all of my greens. I'm using a mixture of spinach and spring mix, and in addition to the veggies you saw me chop, I'm using some sweet corn. I'm adding some beans that I had in the fridge, a combination of kidney beans and garbanzo beans.
Out of sight, out of mind. Driving windows down, we could take our time. Out of sight, out of mind. When I dream, I'm never lonely. Out of sight, out of mind. Driving windows down with your hand in mine. Out of sight.
tiny bit of mashed avocado on top and using broccoli sprouts and mung bean sprouts as well. But truly, you can make this your own.
Driving windows down, we could take our time. Out of sight, out of mind, out of sight, out of mind, out of mind.
Oh guys, this is so delicious. Do you remember like when you were a kid and you would find like a giant Frosted Flakes inside of the Frosted Flakes? I feel like this is the whole food plant-based version of that. When you find one of these in the bottom of your spring mix. Oh yeah. What do you think?
Oh, I love it. I have this method to my madness. I put the chip, spicy sauce, cheese.
Oh, I forgot about spicy sauce.
And then the rest of it. This is so good.
It's really delicious. So that's what I ate today. I kept it super simple, and this is really close to what I would eat on a normal everyday basis if I'm not trying to share new recipes to inspire you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe because I'm putting out videos every single week. I'll leave the recipes down in the description below, as well as the information about Ritual if you want to take advantage of the discount and learn a little bit more. Thank you guys so much for watching. If there's anything in particular that you want to see from me, leave it down in the comments below. And of course, let me know which recipe looked the best to you and what you want to try first. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Jalapeno, jalapeno.